Hey everybody, happy new year to all of you guys. I hope so far your new year is going really well. We're very early into it, but I do believe that God is going to do so many amazing things for all of us if we allow him to. But anyway, I'm coming making this video message today, and I want to tell you all to fight for what you believe in. Fight for what you believe in. What is it that you believe in? What is it that is worth you fighting for and standing on? I want you all to think about that. I want you to really think about that. And I want you to do inventory in your life. And the reason why I want to bring this topic up is because for a very long time, we have been living in a world where people will mock you because of what you stand on and believe in. People will try to send you on a guilt trip. People will try to shame you, and people will try to make comparisons to your life or what you stand on, fight for, and believe in up against what they stand on, fight for, and believe in. But in reality, a lot of people will send you down a road to destruction. You will have a lot of confusion. You will have a lot of losses in your life if you allow the wrong people to get a hold of your spirit, of your beliefs, and you fighting for something that you know is worth it. Let me give you all just a couple of examples. I don't want to hold you a long time, but some of you all, you stand on and you fight for your marriage. You fight tooth and nail to keep your marriage intact. And you don't care about how people view you. You don't care about what people think. And I think that that's a beautiful thing, because now what people are doing, any small thing that arises in some people's marriage, they will jump ship. And they use the term, well, it no longer serves me. And they leave. And these are not for very serious situations. It's not always certain people are getting divorced because of abuse. They're not always getting divorced because of adultery. Sometimes couples have gotten divorced because of financial arguments. They're simply arguing over money, or they're arguing because nosy, messy in-laws are involved in a situation. Things that, things that are fixable, things that can be easily worked out. A lot of people will jump ship and they will go in another direction. However, there are some of you out here, you don't really care about what it is people are saying when it comes to you fighting for your marriage. In the middle of them laughing at you, in the middle of them shaming you, in the middle of them making you the topic of their conversations, you are fighting for and standing on the fact that you know God ordained your marriage. You are standing on and fighting for the fact that you know God blessed you with your husband or your wife. Continue to stand on that. Continue to fight for what it is you believe in when it comes to your marriage and to your spouse. One of the things that you all need to understand is that people who don't have the capability, or people who are so full of themselves and full of arrogance, they will come and try to talk you out of something that God blessed you with. And it's not always material possessions. It can simply be a characteristic in you that they lack. So let's say the characteristic in you is actually fighting and standing on God ordaining your marriage. You're standing on the fact, I love this man or I love this woman. You're standing on the fact that, hey, we have many trials and tribulations that attack our marriage and it attacks our union. But I love this man. I love this woman. I did not marry this man or this woman because of lust. I did not marry this man or this woman because of their money. I did not marry this man or this woman because my mother or father told me to. I did not marry this man or this woman because of how they looked. I married this man or I married this woman because I know God brought us together. If that is you, I am telling you to continue to fight for what you believe in and stand on that. Do not allow any outside people to make you think otherwise. Do not allow anybody to shame you and laugh at you. Because let me tell you something, when you stand on something and when you believe in something, to outside people, you will look like a fool to them. You will look like a fool to them. When people are not walking in your shoes and when they are not living your life and when they have not put the work in that you have put in, whether it was through praying, whether it was through you self-denying, whether it was you cutting off certain toxic friends and people, whether it was you had got so tired of drama and chaos, you literally packed up and relocated to start fresh so you can get a peace of mind, more opportunities, and continue to walk into what you are believing in and fighting for in peace. They will sit back and they will laugh at you. They will make statements and say, it couldn't be me. Oh, I don't see how you do that. That's stupid what you doing. This is what people in this world will do. And so overall and above all, I'm telling you, whatever it is that you believe in, baby, you better continue to stand on it and fight for it. Let me give you guys another example. You know I talk about celibacy all the time, but there are some people out here who are abstinent, they are celibate, or they're a virgin. And you will have people, again, who have not even tried to put in the work that you are putting in or that you have put in. They don't even have a quarter of the moral compass that you do, and they're not interested in knowing about the word of God. They are not interested in listening to the benefits of why you are the way you are. They don't know why you have taken a stance on keeping your virginity or remaining celibate or abstinent. But they will make these statements to you, telling you it can never be them, or saying, I don't see how you do it. All you have to do when it comes to people coming to you and telling you, well, I don't see how you do this, or they laugh at you because of what you believe in and what you're fighting for, I'm going to say this, and I say this humbly. Look at their life. Look at their life. And I'm saying that because I don't want you all to get distracted or discouraged by what you have been standing on and fighting for. If you know that God approves, and you know God has called you to it, and you know it's in the will of God, and you know that it's pure and it's right. It's not just marriage. It's not just celibacy. It can just be you having a heart. There are a lot of people, their heart has waxed cold, and hearts become colder and colder and colder in this life that we're living. The Bible tells us this. A lot of people, they don't care about other people. They don't care about their well-being. They don't care about where they are emotionally. They don't care about where they are mentally. They don't care about lending a hand to other people who are the weaker vessel. There are some people, they actually are disgusted with people who are a weaker vessel. They look down on people who are in poverty. They look down on people who are lacking something. They feel like those types of people don't deserve to be in society. They feel like those types of people don't deserve to be in their circle or be in their family or be friends with them. This is the mentality and the attitude of, a lot of people. And what I'm telling you all is that if you are the type of man or woman that you are standing on, fighting for, everything that you believe in, don't get shaken up by the people who go against your beliefs. Look at their life. People who laugh at people who are virgins and celibate and abstinent, or they make you the topic of conversation, or they make you gossip. They make you the talk of the dinner table. They bring up your name when they have pillow talk with their husband or their wife. Look at their life. Look at the confusion that goes on in their life. A lot of people who live wild, a lot of people who live free, a lot of people who don't really have a conscience, a lot of people who feel like whatever comes to you, whatever opportunity is presented to you, whenever you have the chance to do whatever it is that you want to do, no matter how far you go with certain situations and with certain things, they will look at you when you think twice about it. They will look at you when you say, let me consult with God about that. Let me pray about it. They will look at you and make you feel like you are weird or like you are out of place. They will try to make you feel like you are weird. They will attack you. They will persecute you. All I'm saying is you better continue to fight and stand on what it is you believe in. People who have a lot to say about you, people who speak against you for what you fight for and what you believe in, typically in certain areas of their life, they have a lot of chaos, confusion, and drama. Pay attention, because some of you all, you will begin to allow the laughter, the mocking, the shame, and the convictions and condemnation that people try to throw on you because of your stance and your belief on something, again, that you know is in the will of God, and you know it is in the word of God, and you know it's pure. You will allow what they say to you to make you start feeling bad, and it takes root, and then you walk away from the very thing that you know God has blessed you with. There are people out here who has walked away from their marriage because of what somebody told them. It's no longer serving you. There's somebody out here that will love you better. They don't even care about the fact that, okay, you may have opened up and confided in them about the fact you and your spouse are arguing about money. But there are people out here that will actually tell you, well, divorce him, girl. He not making enough money, go and divorce him. And some of you, you have allowed people to talk you out of blessings. You have allowed people to break up your beautiful friendships and opportunities and connections. And they have caused a lot of tension and damage because of the things you fight for and you believe in. I want you all this year, starting today, don't wait till tomorrow. Don't wait until next week. Start today, and you think to yourself and say, what do I really believe in? What do I believe in? What am I fighting for? Who or what is worth fighting for? And don't get caught up and distracted by the people you know who are going to laugh at you, mock you, and shame you, or try to inflict guilt upon you because of that fight and because of your stance. Don't ever allow anybody that you know who is not willing to put in the work and make the sacrifices that you do and go through the trials spiritually that you do. Don't ever allow these types of people to shame you for you standing on and fighting for what you believe in. I don't care whether it's your relationship with friends. I don't care whether it's your virginity, your abstinence, your celibacy. I don't care whether it is your marriage. Because like I said, when you really stand for something, when you really believe in something, you are going to look stupid as hell. You are going to look like a fool to other people. Not everybody, but there going to be a big amount of people who are going to look at you like you are being completely unreasonable and foolish, or they will call you a clown. But when you look at their life and you ask them, have you ever tried to be celibate? Have you ever tried to be abstinent? Have you ever really tried to fight for your marriage? I know you've been divorced 3 or 4 times, but have you ever really tried to fight for the one that you claim you love? Have you ever tried to fight for the relationship that you said God blessed you with? A lot of them that are busy mocking you and laughing at you, if they tell the truth, they've never tried it. The first time that something in that marriage or that friendship or relationship or their walk with God, it got uncomfortable. It got fiery. They were unsure about some things. They jumped ship. They left. They were done. They washed their hands clean of the situation. And so what I'm telling you all to continue to stand on and fight for what you believe in. Fight for the gospel. Fight for the 100% unadulterated Bible. There's going to come a time they don't want us to have a Bible. There's going to come a time they don't want us talking about Christ. You all see the things that's going on outside the country. We're next. The United States is next. It's a matter of time. I don't know how, I don't know when, but it's coming. We are not off limits. You will be questioned about, oh, you believe in God? Why? Why? And you better be prepared and you better be ready for the answer. But you better fight and stand on what you believe in, especially when it comes to God. God has been good to you. God has delivered you. God has protected you. God has sent miracles your way. And I don't want to hear anybody coming in my comment section talking about God don't do nothing for me. I don't know what you talking about and all of that. See, if you feel like God has not done anything for you, the fact that you could come and comment that and say that God has allowed you to still have breath in your body, you still alive. He's still allowing you to stay alive to talk crazy. So he still has blessed you. And if you feel like God is not doing anything for you, I would ask you, what are you doing? How are you living your life? How are you treating people? How are you treating people? Because you're not going to convince me that all this bad energy and all these horrible things are happening to you just because. What is it that you're doing? What have you been doing? You probably have done some stuff and you forgot about it, but God didn't. And so if you got to go through your season of judgment or punishment, take it, because that means that God loves you. It's not going to always be like that, but he has to prove a point. Before he redeems you and before he blesses you and changes your life, you have to go through that trial. Whatever it is, guys, because I'm about to get up out of here. All I'm telling you all is to fight for what you believe in. Fight for your marriage. Fight for your stance on celibacy, abstinence, and keeping your virginity. Fight for your husband or your wife. If you know your marriage is worth it, if you know God blessed you with it, you need to fight for it. It doesn't matter what outside people say. An outside person that's not putting the work in that you have been putting in over the course of your marriage, or your walk of celibacy, or your belief in God, and the trials and tribulations that come with you walking with God and believing in God. Or if you believe in certain things politically, but you know it's falling under the umbrella of God, you better continue to fight for that, and you better continue to stand on that. Stop being weak. Stop allowing people to manipulate you and talk you out of your blessing. Stop allowing people to laugh at you and shame you because of what you believe in. Even the single people, those of us that don't believe in dating because you feel like, or you believe that where you are now, that would weaken your walk, and you have not got the green light from God to tell you, okay, son, okay, daughter, this is your season to go out and date. But there are people mocking you and laughing at you, saying, you ain't never gonna get no husband. You never gonna get no wife. You need to go on a date. Now, they may be single too. And they go on all these dates, but they always in drama. Their name is always in something. They've been dating 2 or 3 people, rotating them, but every time when they've been dating them for a little while, it comes out that that man or that woman is married, or that particular man or woman that they so in love with and they trying to become exclusive with them, they find out that they have an actual boyfriend or a girlfriend. These are the main people that would make you question. They will try to make you question and mock you and shame you because you're standing on your stance as far as, well, I don't really believe in dating. I have to consult with God about that. I have to talk to God about that. And they will laugh at that. Girl, you always talking about God. You always bringing up scriptures. God don't care nothing about you dating. That's how you gonna get a husband. Y'all better stop listening to these people. If you know what you've been fighting for and standing on has been helping you to have a life of peace, if you know that it's keeping you from drama and chaos, if you know that certain doors of opportunities have come to you and blessings have come to you because of your discipline in a particular area, or because of your obedience, or because of the wisdom that God has given you, stand on it. Fight for it. Whatever it is. And that's the video message. I'm going to say again, Happy New Year, everybody. But it's time for me to go because I have some other things to do. The Lord willing, I will be back with another video message. If any one of you have been offended by anything I spoke about in this video message, it's okay. It's all right. I'm not worried about it. I am not concerned because I know you will forgive me in the morning.